Here, my treasure chest. I have my very expensive diamond stud screwbacks and my engagement ring. Yeah, when he went away, we were engaged. I am not ashamed of my engagement ring. I love my engagement ring. It was, well, I felt like at the time it was sincere. And, well, there was a stone in there, a nice stone. It was unique to me. The ring was unique. I loved that too. There was a stone in there, and I was, funny story. I'm gonna give you the story behind this ring. Um, so this ring, um, my engagement ring. I was wearing this ring all the time, of course. And with the job I have now, I was doing something strenuous at work because I deal with a lot of keys and things like that and gates. And I'll never forget, somehow my ring got caught in the gate and the stone came out. And, well, so that's why the stone is missing. Anyway, so the story continues on that I remember saying to him on a spiritual note, I said, listen, my ring, uh, the stone came out of my ring. Is there something that you want to tell me? And he said, no, what do you mean? I said, well, spiritually speaking, that signifies something. My engagement ring is broken. Is there something that you want to tell me? And he said, no. No. Well, what I want to tell you is this, that you should not base the merit of our relationship off of something material. And so, yeah, you have something to tell you, I'll tell you that, I'll do better. That means that, you need an upgrade. And that, shortly after I come home, you'll get an upgrade. And I said, okay. He said, don't do that. Don't base what we have on anything material. And, at the time, it just made so much sense. And so I agreed and I put it behind me, not knowing that it was highly probable that that was indeed my first sign. Yeah. And I am not material. It's just really not my style to have this big, voluptuous, multi-carat ring. That's just not me. I don't place my value of who I love on that. I mean, again, that is just me. I can think of better things to do with 15, 20, 25, 30, and up, thousands of dollars, than wear it on my finger. Yeah. Okay, excuse me. I never expected perfection. I did expect for him to love me. I expected him to love me no matter what. That was my expectations. Because if he can love me, then it was worth the fighting. The 14 years of fighting the world to be with him if he loved me. You know, I mean, to realize that he didn't love me, well, that is the shit that hurt like hell, especially when I made myself so easy to love. But now, now this is a different phase of my life where I have to relearn who I am. And let me take that back, not relearn, but I have to learn who I am now because I am not a fiance. I never was a wife. And I am learning to not cater any part of my character in self building, not to um, cater or dedicate any part of my character to being what I think is what a man likes or what he wants or what he deemed as acceptable in a mate when he's looking for a mate and when he's looking for a woman. I did that too. And taking accountability, I did that too. I made all of these life alteration decisions based on my love for him. I felt that my love for him was, it was like not based on his love for me. Like my love for him was just because of who he was, who he showed me that he was at that time. And see, I wanted him to be proud of me. I wanted him to be honored, to have me. 80%, that's a large portion of your life and decision making. I was molding myself to being a wife. It's what I called self investing, I guess, if you could say that. I was trying to capitalize off of my investment into him. Uh, I just wanted to be with the man that I love, and that was my way of doing it. And the reality is, I didn't even get into the particulars. I didn't do the homework or the math beforehand to even see that he didn't love me because he couldn't love me. He may have cared, but if you don't have self love, you don't have anything else to give to anyone else. And I didn't do the research, I didn't do the math to ensure that I was on the right track. Everything was just based off of how I felt and assumptions. By me doing what I did, I just assumed he would love me too. I assumed that eventually we'll be together. I assumed that I will one day be his wife. Now, when I look back in retrospect, I could say that, he didn't love me. And I realized upon his release that he and I had two very different ideas of what his of our intentions. We have very different intentions. And what hurts, what really fucked me up, I think, is realizing that he did not love me. It hurts. Like, you're giving your love to someone, you're giving your all to what you think is right, and for someone not only to not reciprocate it, but you realize a little too late that they didn't love you. back. I don't even know how long it's going to take me to heal. But I know I'm not giving up. I know I'm a fighter. For me, I've always been a fighter. I've always been a fighter. I am grateful though. I'm grateful every day for getting better and not bitter. And I am coming to terms every day with my new reality. It's taking a little getting used to though, because we are creatures of habit. And I've been doing things one way for a very long time. But I am. I am fighting for me, continuing to walk in love, continuing to walk by faith, in faith, and learning the new me. Yeah, there's some new shit to me that I gotta learn and that I'm learning. And it is definitely interesting to say the least. I still got this fucking ring. Wow. It's probably time to get rid of it now. I just loved it so much, you know? That's why I didn't get rid of it before. I loved it. It's so unique to me at the time. At the time, it was like perfect to me. Wow. When you think about it, don't it kind of look like an eye? Hmm. Interesting. Hmm.